Hello, my name is Hannah Johnson, and I'm going to be talking to you about evidence-based practice section 2.5, which is error corrections. Error corrections are an informative statement that are typically provided by the teacher, and they are given when an undesired behavior occurs. These corrections need to state the observed behavior and tell the student exactly what to do in the future. Error corrections should also be delivered in a brief, concise, calm, and respectful manner, typically in private. And you should pair any error corrections with specific praise after you view the expected behavior. It's also important when giving a error correction to avoid a power struggle with the student. Some elementary examples of error corrections include after a student calls out in class, the teacher might respond, "Please raise your hand before calling out an answer." Another example is if students are talking too loudly during group work, the teacher can respond by saying, "Please use a quieter whisper voice while you're working with your partner." A third example is after a student is out of their seat inappropriately, the teacher can respond by saying, "Please stop walking around the room and return to your seat to finish your work." For each of those elementary examples, it is also important to make sure when they do listen to you, you are giving them praise afterwards. Secondary examples include when a student has not started their work within 1 minute, you can instruct them by saying, "So-and-so, please begin your assignment." Another example is if a student is playing with lab equipment incorrectly, you can say, "Please stop playing with the lab equipment and keep it on the table." Again, like with the elementary examples, it is important to praise the student once they have corrected their behavior. Some non-examples of error corrections include just shouting no. It's not specific, it's not calm, and it's probably not going to get the behavior to stop. Another example of what you shouldn't do is have a 5-minute conversation about what the student was thinking, why they did what they did. It's not brief. Also, you should not loudly tell a student that he is not being responsible. It's not calm or private. And finally, if after you have provided an error correction, a student starts arguing with you and you repeat the correction in an escalated tone and this just continues to happen, that is not an example of what you should do. It is a power struggle. We know that error corrections that are direct, immediate, and end with the student displaying the correct response are highly effective in decreasing undesired behavior and increasing future success rates.